to another rescuers in case the rescue operation was not finished and the team should take a rest and will be taken over by another rescue team. They will be able to identify what transpired within the impact area.
To understand the marking with SRI, at the top of the square is the hazard of the impact area, which is the weak structure. At the center of the square, the worksite ID, wherein the place of impact. And the second line is the team of the search and rescue unit and the level of the rescue team.
If you can see the tripod signifies that what they're doing right now is a vertical rescue, wherein there are victims under a certain floor, and we made the hole in order to get the victim and bring it to the medical company, and the medical company will conduct triage. Triage, by the way, is defined as the sorting out of categories of victims. Red stands for emergency, immediate attention. Green, not so dangerous, and green and yellow maybe assist to walk.
As you will see now, the search and rescue team demonstrate the vertical entry using the mechanical advantage. Extricate the victim from the rubble. The tripod is using, or the low angle rescue is very effective in getting the victim, or extricating the victim from the landslide or the other unit of like the confined space.
By the way, before the team entered the confined space, we followed safety precautions. We tried to assess the atmospheric condition within the confined space by using an oximeter. And we found out that the oxygen level is between 18 to 21% of the air inside. So, although it is a confined space, after identifying the atmospheric condition, it was safe for the rescuer to enter the confined space.
Another term for that, the lower the victim, as you can see, the rescue down the line, they are the human anchor. They are the human anchor.
If you notice, they have a different package procedure. They're using now, instead of using the ordinary spine board, you can see that there's also spine board inside. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we're using spine boards, not stretchers, because spine board is more safe for the victims in order to protect its neck and the spinal column. What you see right now for a confined space and vertical rescue is what we call the litter basket. You can notice that the victim is protected by a head immobilizer. Meanwhile, on another work site, a victim was reported trapped on the 8th floor. The Delta company gained access to the fire exit, proceeding to the 8th floor. Fire exit is stable as its stairs and walls was designed as a reinforced concrete. After reaching the 8th floor, the victim was located and cannot walk due to leg injuries. With the urgency of the situation, the Delta high-angle rescue team assembled a zip line with mechanical advantage to deliver the victim to the medical area to immediately be brought to the hospital. we are using the zip line in the event that the high-angle rescue, this is our demonstration for high-angle rescue, in the event that there's a need to rescue victims on top of the building and to avoid unexpected secondary collapse while transporting the victim from the 8th floor going down, we use the traverse procedure in getting the victim and sending it to the triage area with the medical company in order for us to treat them on a timely basis. As you can see right now, the Delta Company rescue team is bringing the victim, which is packaged with the spine board, and will be brought to the medical company for medical treatment. After the search and rescue operations, a final search was conducted by the user teams, and finally, termination was announced by the incident commander. As the dust settled and echoes of rescue faded, the user team leaders gathered the personnel and equipment for accountability. By the way, as you can see, most of our rescuers are on what we call the staging area. Incident commander will now conduct debriefing to all demonstrations. We are also using a drone. If you notice, there is a drone. We have, as implementing incident command system, we have the planning section, which is observing what is going on within the impact area, and they could probably recommend whatever necessary or additional procedures that should be done.
At the impact area, you can see the infrared marking, the vertical line, indicating the conclusion of the operation.
Now for our finale, lessons learned became pillars of strength. Challenges encountered fueled the fires of readiness. The mission to conclude it lived on the hearts of those who dared to defy disaster. And there is no perfect operating system. So that is why evaluation and continuous learning is necessary to improve whatever